Okay, well, I'm trying this again. I started my video a few minutes ago and I lost internet connection. I don't know why. Um, but anyway, I was saying that it's Saturday and it's an absolutely beautiful Saturday here in Alabama. It's 54 degrees and just bound to get warmer. And, you know, as I said last week, I struggle with staying inside the house when it's beautiful outside. I'm an outdoor person and I'd rather be out there. But as you know, I started a project last week and I've got to get it done. And so anyway, I was saying that I only have this morning to work on it because we're going to a friend's house this afternoon and I'll be gone the rest of the day. And so I've got to get a few things done this morning. So anyway, I want to show you what I did get done last week. And by the way, I had a much better version of what I just told you in the first little video. So you should go back and watch that because, you know, oh well, second takes. Anyway, I thought I'd show you what I actually got done last week and what I hope to get done this weekend. Like I said, I only have a couple hours this morning and then tomorrow afternoon. So anyway, we'll see what happens. So if you remember, Mr. Mendes turned 65 and I needed some paperwork to file some things for him. And so I had to find that paperwork. And in the 6 years that we have lived in this house, none of the paperwork has ever been touched. And so I had tubs and boxes and stacks of papers. And I needed to get them all in one spot where I could find them when I need them. And of course, I need to get them organized. That will be part of it. But the first thing is just to get them all in one spot. And before I could do that, I needed to move the filing cabinet out of our guest bedroom, which we call the playroom or the playhouse room, because we have this fantastic ice castle playhouse that Mr. Mendes built years ago for Ella. Okay, I keep losing internet connection. I don't know if it's the room I'm in or what, but anyway, I was going to show you. We have this fantastic playhouse that the grandkids just love. Mr. Mendes made it for Ella years ago, and it was in her house, but then she outgrew it, and they moved to a new house, and they didn't want it in their new house anymore, so we moved it in here, and the little ones love to play in it, but it also has a bed on top, which they've never been able to use because we had too much stuff in this room, and you'll notice we did get the filing cabinet moved out. We moved it downstairs where I'm getting the paperwork set up. I also got the tubs of papers out of here and into the filing cabinet. I've not organized them. I just took them straight. The ones that were in folders already and in hanging folders, I just took them straight out of the tubs and boxes and put them into the filing cabinet. The organization part will come later, but first it's just to get it all in one place. But as you see, I've still got to get this stack of stuff out of the way so that the ladder can be attached and the bed can actually be used. That's our goal. So in here, I'm going to move this stack of stuff, which of course, you know, when you move one thing, it involves moving everything. So I'll have to redo this whole room, I'm sure. But I have a plan in mind, and one day it'll be really nice. But anyway, I am pleased that I got that much done last week. However, this weekend's job is I hope to move that pile of stuff that was right in that corner where the ladder goes, get that taken care of. But now I have to show you what I'm really dealing with. Do you ever start a project and you're going, well, they say gangbusters, and, you know, you're really just going and you're feeling so good about it, and then you get all the big stuff taken care of. You get all those folders put in the drawers, and all those buckets and tubs are empty, except for this one pile that you just don't know what to do with. They really shouldn't go in the filing cabinet, or should they? You just don't know what to do with them. That stuff is what gets me. I can do the big problem parts of a job, but then when I get down to the small last few bits that I don't know what to do with, and let me show you what I'm talking about. I'm back in the living room now, and here in the living room on my sofa I have this stack of papers. They're important papers. They need to be put somewhere important, wherever that is. And I just haven't quite got it figured out yet. I got a few there. I've got a few here. I've got this box of stuff, which is not papers, but it was in that stack of stuff. I've got to find somewhere to put that. I've got this little pile of stuff. I've just, when I get to this point, it blows my mind. And so this stuff laid here on my sofa all week. It was last Saturday that I was working on it, and that stuff has been sitting there all week waiting on me. And that's my goal for this week, or this weekend, is to get the stuff moved out of the corner by the playhouse, ice house, so that the ladder can be attached and they can use the bed, and find somewhere for these papers that are in the living room. That's a big job for me, because I got to get my head wrapped around it, as they say. While we're in here, before I close, I want to show you the last, when you do these live videos, you're just looking at yourself and you wonder, why is my hair like that? Why don't I fix it? Anyway, sorry for that. My last project that I posted on my blog was the hydrangeas and antlers. And I think I'll show you that before I close here. And by the way, don't forget to watch the very first video, which was only a minute or so long, anyway, because it attaches to this one. But anyway, I want to show you my hydrangea and antlers. I brought home some antlers from my mama's house the last time I visited her, and they're special. My Uncle Henry, who is my granddaddy, that's kind of a interesting thing, but anyway, my Uncle Henry killed this deer, and my daddy mounted the antlers as a gift to him, and they were hung at my Uncle Henry's house until he passed away, and then they hung at my mama's and mom and daddy's house until I was there a few weeks ago, or whenever it was, and I brought them home. Mama gave them to me, and I brought them home. And I wasn't sure what to do with them. I'm not a hunter. I don't decorate real rustic or I don't even know the term for that. All my family does. My sister's house, she's got several deer heads on her wall. But anyway, I wanted to show you what I decided to do with it. And you can read all about it on my blog. So let me turn this around. I decided to, now Daddy had mounted them on that board, but I thought it needed something else, and I decided to hang this wreath that my mama made for me. One time her and Ginger came to visit, and we like to do little odd jobs for each other, and so I had bought those flowers at the thrift store, I think it was, and I had Mama put them on the wreath. And so I hung that wreath around the antlers, and I love the way it turned out. And so anyway, at gwyngalga.com, you can read all about it. I appreciate you joining me this morning. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope I'm considering this as you holding my feet to the fire to get my jobs done. Okay? Thanks. Bye.